Guys, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you very much, Amna. William, would you like to start off with something with a quick welcome and about UAE before we begin?
Absolutely. First of all, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm actually working on two screens at the same time. So we're live on LinkedIn and then we're live on this as well. First of all, thank you everybody for joining in once again and taking out your precious time. A lot of familiar faces, some great friends, and thanks, William, for providing us with the opportunity. So let's just dive straight in. Today, we are going to discuss something which is very important: how to create brands that actually sell. And there are a lot of stuff out there, a lot of people out there who will be telling you that, okay, let's do this, let's create a brand. These are the products that sell. This works for me, so this is going to work for you as well. And many a times you actually come across people and target them that, oh, my friend is selling makeup, so I should be able to sell makeup as well. Oh, I bought this friend of mine who's an influencer and she is commenting on these things and she's making money by being an influencer and she's got so many million followers. Sometimes we figure out that, okay, this friend of mine has opened up a grocery store or a workshop or a salon and she's making a lot of money, so I should be doing the same thing. The first thing first, stop benchmarking what other people are doing, because what they're doing and whatever they have been successful with is because of who they are, what they do, and what is their natural fit, and what has been their previous experience and skill set. So amalgamating together, they are successful because they understand what it feels like, what needs to be done, and they bring in their expertise, their network, their professional network, or maybe they have some team or some people on board who they know that have actually made them successful. So rule number one, do not get impressed, overly impressed, and blindly follow someone who is successful. That's number one. Number two, I also come across a lot of founders, especially in the last maybe 3 weeks. I have met a number of founders and entrepreneurs who have reached out to me that, okay, Shafat, can you invest in this or can you invest in this idea? And I'm like, okay, let's listen to your idea. And I have found this one common blunder or mistake, so to speak, in majority 90% of the people I've met. Maybe I'm meeting the wrong people, I don't know, but this is what it looks like. Typical pitch. Hey Shafat, uh, this is, let's say, XYZ. I have created this product. This is the MVP. This looks amazing. I've done my research on it, and I had a vision that I always wanted to create this product. This is the packaging. This is the branding I've done, etc., etc. And there's a huge market out there. It's $1 billion market or $3 billion market. I'm only going to get 1% share, so on and so forth. And most of the times when I'm speaking to these people or I try to connect with these people, I'm like, okay, how much have you invested in this product? And the answer would be, I've spent about $50,000 on it, $150,000, $300,000. I'm like, whoa, so what did you do? And they're like, well, we got the product done, we got the MVP done, we got the labeling done, we've also used some freelancers to do my branding. I have a business plan also, so please take a look at all of those things. And okay, right, how much are you looking for? I'm looking for $500,000, $250,000, $3 million. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to give you $3 million for doing this. Yes. Okay. So what is your go-to-market strategy? And they're like, well, we are going to do aggressive Facebook, Instagram marketing, Google AdWords. I want to do a lot of events, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, do you have market validation? Have you tested this product? Does this product already sells? And 99% of the times the answer is no. Usually the answer is that yes, I've received a lot of interest. There are people we are talking to who would like to talk about the distribution, etc. Okay, what's the pricing? What's the cost? Oh, we are making 200% margin, 100% margin, 50% margins. The question is, your brand is not going to sell. So when I ask them that how much money do you have now to invest in advertising or marketing, and they're like, oh, we are broke, we have no money. So my question to such founders and entrepreneurs is one off. If you don't have the money and you never budgeted it correctly in the first place, why did you waste $100,000 of getting the MVP done alone? Why couldn't you do an MVP which was cheaper and had clearly put a budget for market validation, advertising, and selling at the same time? Why didn't you do that? What were you thinking? Do you really think that investors are going to throw $3 million, $2 million, or $1 million on something which has absolutely zero market validation? I came across a founder who has put up a factory, literally a factory, for about 2 million or 1.5 million dirhams in Dubai. She has the worst branding I've ever come across in my life. And when I sat down with her and she's like, oh, Shafat, can you sell this? Can you find me distribution? And I'm like, how the hell can I sell your brand, which is merely a product? You have got a crap website, really, really bad branding, okay? And then you have two in-house people who are apparently doing your whatever, right? You have a crappy flyer, you have real bad labeling, and now you're coming to me saying, oh, Shafat, can you sell it? Can you distribute it? So my usual answer is, we need to build a brand. If you're in skincare, we need to build your brand. The product alone won't sell. Skincare, cosmetics, fashion, handbags, jewelry. These are the typical founders I've come across recently, and each one of them is entering into a market vertical which is highly competitive. Two founders I came across, and both of them had only one product. They were building their entire business around it. One design, one product, one design, and they think that they could be super successful selling one design. That doesn't work. Why do you go to big stores or big malls? Because you're looking at a variety. If you don't have the variety, why would customers buy from you? Why haven't you budgeted the one main important thing? People buy brands. People do not buy products. And I can emphasize over and over and over on it. Second thing, there's this whole drama going on, personal story. You know what? Yes, the personal story works if you're a speaker standing on a stage looking for a big audience to say, oh, what a story, that was inspiring, right? But personal story do not sell for Procter and Gamble, Unilever, Airbus, Louis Vuitton, YSL, Christian Dior. You don't buy these brands, or even Aldo or Tommy Hilfiger, or go to cheaper brands. Do you go to Lulu Hypermarket or Carrefour because you know the story of Yusuf Ali? Or do you go to Pure Gold Jewelers to buy jewelry because you know the story of my friend, Mr. Merchant? Or do you go to Fardan Jewelers because you know the story of the Fardan family, of how they came, or Swiss Arabian Perfumes, and you know the story of the Adam Ali family? No. You go, you look at a product, you buy it. What personal story are you guys talking about? It is so frustrating for investors and people like us when people come to me and then they're stuck. Their minds are stuck. They're like glued. No, this is my idea. I want this. This came to me in a vision. This came to me in a dream. I want to do this. Why can't you get unstuck with your dream? So you cannot create a brand or a product that sells, which is only your personal dream. Products and brands that sell are those which are the dreams of your customers, which your customer dream to buy. A brand your customer dreams to spend money on. People dream to live in Versace residences or Roberto Cavalli residences or Paramount. People dream to buy a BMW. People dream to have a Mercedes. People dream to have a MacBook. People dream to have an iPhone or a Samsung. They dream for it. They dream to have a solution. It's not your dream that matters. It's the customer dreams that matter. So a lot of people I come across, I'm not a mindset coach, and I really have nothing to do with mindset. I'm a businessman. I've literally got nothing to do with nobody's mindset. And I'm not here to work as a psychiatrist or a psychologist or whatnot and try to help you guys out or entrepreneurs out that, oh, please get unstuck. Please do this. Please do this. Please connect with Mr. Brad or my friend Susie or sign up at Zadasi LLC in US. Go and they will work on your mindset and help you go through a 4 weeks course. Please look at zadasi.com. Maybe somebody can put it in the chat. On a serious note, if you think that you're stuck, please take that forum with Zadasi. They will help you get unstuck. You know, I'm not that person. I'm not here to coach you and tell you that you guys are stuck. I'm here to look at your business model. I've come across the crappiest business models in my life. Not a single financials out there. People think that you can make a fool out of investors by saying, yeah, well, sir, year one, please put $1 million. Year two, we're going to have a sale of $4 million. Bloody hell, how the hell are you going to get $4 million of sales? And when I look at it, how much are you investing in your advertising, which is actually going to pull the sales? Or what is your go-to-market strategy that is actually going to bring you sales? Yeah, we're investing $100,000 in sales, in marketing. Really? I've never heard of a formula in my 25 years of advertising where you put $100,000 in marketing and you get $4 million of sales. Never in my life I've looked at that conversions or that customer acquisition cost or that kind of lead gen multiple. Never in my life. Even for established brands. The third drama is, oh, I'm going to go on LinkedIn. I want to open up a podcast. How the hell is podcast going to make you money? Somebody tell me, how podcast makes money for people? And why is starting a podcast such a big bloody deal for everybody? What is a podcast? I don't listen to podcasts ever in my life. I don't have the time. I just pick up the phone, I listen to random crap, and okay, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 20 minutes there while in my car. I'd rather listen to some nice music than somebody blabbering. Total crap, zero practicality, total drama, spending thousands of dollars on some stupid equipment just to sound better and having the mic and having a backdrop, a blah, 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 and I'm doing a podcast. What are you going to do with a podcast? You really think you can monetize a podcast? And then I come across people, I'm going on Instagram and I'm posting reels over reels over. Do you know how many millions of reels are posted on a daily basis on socials? How the hell are you going to break through that clutter? Or are you waiting for some magic or miracle to happen that you would do something and it will go viral? What is the frequency? Simple maths. What is the frequency of videos going viral on socials against the number of videos that are posted? It's 0.000000001%. But no, I want to be this. Okay, you want to be a speaker. I came across some client for you. She wants to be a speaker. And my question was very simple. I was like, madam, you want to be a speaker, a public speaker, and you want to get paid being a public speaker. What are you going to do next? Number one, nobody's going to pay you for public speaking. You're not, George W. Bush, or you're not Barack Obama, or you're not Donald Trump, or you're not Grant Cardone, or one of these big celebrities who gets paid. Okay? You're none of that. You don't have 10 million following on your socials that somebody's going to pay you $5,000 to be a public speaker because they're going to get advertising through your public speaking. People don't invite you as a public speaker because you produce great content or because you're very wise. People invite you as a public speaker because you have millions of followers. They use you as a deck, as a platform, so their own brand or their own conference or their own event gets advertised and have the exposure to your followers. That's why you're paid as a speaker. And how many people usually get paid? Very few. Usually you have to pay for the first time. You need to sponsor. Well, now you're up as a speaker. Very good. And then you have the crappiest content. You didn't inspire nobody. Let's assume that you're super amazing, super smart, and yes, you did inspire people. You took a lot of pictures. You posted them on your socials. What next? Are you going to monetize something? Do you have a product to sell? Do you have a service to sell? No. How are you going to monetize the people who are becoming your fans? What offer do you have? What solution do you have? What product or service you're selling? What is your channel to convert those people connecting with you with email sequences, with meetings, and with so on and so forth? Nothing. Nothing. So how do you create brands that sell? You create brands that sell when you've, number one, done your market research. You identify a gap. You look at that people really want this product. There's a huge demand, or there's a shortage of this product, or you have created an innovative solution which is going to wipe out the competition or anything that's out there in the market, and you have a distinct, clear competitive edge. Okay? Now you do have a product. So what do? You get a prototype done. Just a white, simple prototype. No branding, nothing. Just a prototype. Just test the service. Once you have done that, You go and you do the market validation and say, there's no brand on it. Do you think the solution works for you? They're like, wow, yeah, it does work. And then you ask people, what do you think should be the price? How much would you like to pay for it? And people are going to say, okay, that's how we're going to pay for it. We'll pay $20 for this product or $30 for this product. Cool. Now you have to work backwards and see how are you going to produce it mass production. But when you go to the contractor or the factory, they're going to give you with the MOQ. That's the minimum order quantity, right? The second thing is you don't know how to fulfill the money for inventory. The next thing I know, as a founder, people go, oh, can I have $250,000 because I want to order? Why should I fund your inventory? Why do you want to give somebody equity for a short-term inventory cycle? Why can't you pre-sell it? Why can't you look for alternative ways of investment? Why can't you take a credit line from the bank? Why can't you have some investor come through and you show them a simple model that buys so many products and sells so many? Right? So people come with all different types. I come across people, hi, Mr. Shafat, I want to become a real estate developer and I have this idea to build a luxury development, this. All right. Do you have land? No. Do you have architectural drawings? No. Have you identified the gap? No. Have you ever done a real estate development? No. What's your, nothing. It's my dream to make a real estate development company. Okay, Baba, go ahead, make a real estate development with somebody else. I'm not investing a dime on you. How could an investor invest with someone who has already wasted $200,000, $300,000 or $50,000 by creating a bad sample, bad marketing, bad business plan, and comes to us broke, who cannot manage their own personal financials properly? How on earth they're going to manage my financials or my money? There's no way they can do that. So to prepare a brand, please, ladies and gentlemen, please, I beg you, please, do your market research. Pay a professional company and put it in your budget. Pay a professional company to do your branding, to do your web, to do your story, to manage your sales strategy, to manage your campaign, and pay a consulting company to do your financials. Please, pay a company to do your plans or a business plan or a pitch deck. Pay people for professional services. Combine it all together, create something which is biteable, which creates interest, and where you are like all in and you know the investors are going to take money because you have modeled the investment structures right, you have modeled the packaging right, you modeled your advertising campaign right, your market validation is there, your growth plan is there, you have a trend of growth to show and prove to the investors, right? Create those things. I know one person I've met, one and a half year ago, Amna met him, and he was selling his app and raising $500,000. 1.5 years later, I bump into him through a reference, and I call up Amna, and I'm like, Amna, there's this guy who's making this app. Amna is like, oh, I met him 1.5 years ago. I'm like, bloody hell, for 1.5 years, still raising money? Yeah, okay, what has he done over 1.5 years? Nothing. I'll tell you what he has done. He's wasted money living in Dubai or wherever. He's wasted money going on various places to become a speaker or whatnot. He has wasted money on travel. He has wasted money on meeting investors. He has wasted money on everything except for paying a proper agency to develop the damn app for him and create a proper brand. He's okay with $40,000, $50,000, $80,000 to be wasted in 1 year, thinking that somebody's going to buy and become a fool and invest $500,000 with him. That will never happen. So as a founder, as an entrepreneur, please calculate your costs. How much time are you wasting? How much rentals? How much taxi, cab, food, beverage, client servicing? How much of that money is going in? On an average in Dubai, you put at least 15,000 dirhams to 25,000 dirhams to live here per month. If you are here 3 months, you have parked 75,000 dirhams in this city trying to get investment, and nobody's investing in you. And 3 months later, you people go out and say, oh, Shafat has such a bad attitude. He's so egoistic. He's such an arrogant ass. Or investors are fools, and investors are predators, and investors are this, and VCs are this. Oh, I'm discriminated because I'm black, brown, or a woman. Or because I'm Pakistani or Bangladeshi or Filipino, I'm discriminated. Nobody discriminates nobody. Get that crap out of your head. Nobody discriminates nobody. If you got a good business model, if you've done it professionally, people are going to throw money at you. If you're a smart entrepreneur, people are looking for smart employees and smart entrepreneurs to invest in. Everybody in the world is looking for that. But you don't have a brand or a sales strategy which is going to sell. So the whole world is wrong, but you are right. And then you come across, oh, it's my passion. Well, go broke with your passion if you have to. And I've seen people getting broke. Then go under debts. Please be my guest. It doesn't matter to me. So I'm being harsh today because this is my last session. And I really want to instill it in your minds. Break away from the goddamn mindset of passion and my vision. The vision which is investable, the brand which is investable is not your vision, but a shared vision of your customers, stakeholders, distributors, clients, users. It's a shared market vision. Once you have that vision, everybody will buy into your vision. They will flock to you. They will call you, is there a way I can invest in your business? Is there a way I can buy shares? Why? Because you have built a brand. A brand. I look at packaging these days. I look at websites these days. People show me a website and their basic links are not working. People show me a website and it's cliche. It's not even responsive. And when I ask them, okay, you have created a brand which you think you're going to sell? Well, very cool. It's not even responsive. It doesn't even work on mobile. Oh, I paid $15,000 for that. Right. So if you don't even know how to vet an agency or a vendor, and you don't know how to vet a supplier, or if you come to me and tell me, yeah, I paid 3 agencies to do the logo for me, and every time they did a bad job, or I paid somebody to do digital marketing for me and that ran away with $10,000 of mine, you are not the entrepreneur I'm going to invest in. Because it's your fault that you were unable to vet the right consulting firm, the right CFO, the right lawyer, or the right agency, or the right consultant, because you are the CEO, I'm not the CEO. You will always come across people who are not gonna deliver. Vet your people. Maybe you were not on top of it. Maybe you gave the wrong brief. Maybe you were not clear enough. Maybe you don't know how to handle people and you got your graphic designer, web developer so frustrated that they don't want to work with you. Maybe you don't know how to communicate. So if you're an entrepreneur like this, why would I invest with you? If you cannot even handle one agency to deliver for something that you have paid for, how are you going to deliver on the money I'm going to invest with you? So the first thing is founder entrepreneur's mindset. The second thing is building a brand that has a demand, creating a vision which is shared. The fourth thing is having a business model which is professionally done and a brand which is professionally done, not done on your own Canva or PowerPoint, or just picking up stuff from Midjourney or Bing Create and then showcasing the world, oh, this is what I got done. Don't spend money on crap PR campaigns when you have nothing to share to the world. I come across somebody who has done so much in terms of, packaging, I met her and she showed me 5 magazines, a stack of magazines. Hey, Mr. Shafat, I have been featured here. These are the 3 pages. These are 2 pages of my feature. These are 4 pages of my feature. I did a launch event in one of the best 5-star hotels. I was like, okay, why do you want me to invest with you? Please invest so much because I want to buy inventory. And my question was, if you don't have the inventory, why did you put $50,000 in the launch event or $20,000 in public relations? When you have nothing to sell, why the hell are you on media? I will tell you why. Because I want to feed my own ego to become famous. How many people have looked at that magazine? 1,000 people? 800 people? 3,000? 10,000? How many of you read an article in the middle page or somewhere in a magazine? Hardly any of us. How many times have you looked at a press release and picked up the phone and called someone or looked at their website? Hardly anybody would pick it up and look at your website. Hardly anybody will Google you. Maybe they will LinkedIn you and add you as a connection. Max. Max. Nothing more than that. But no. No. You don't understand. We are building credibility of the brand. You're building credibility for what when you have nothing to sell? First get the inventory, first get something to sell, and then build the damn credibility. So people go the other way around. So to create brands that sell, the word is brand. First brand your business, first brand your product or service, then brand yourself. Unless you are a coach, a doctor, a surgeon, a consultant, where you yourself is the service. Then you do personal branding. Then you brand yourself. Because all your sales are related to you. Then you go on the stages and you tell, this is me, this is my idea, this is how I change lives, this is how I treat you, etc., etc. Then you inspire the people because you are the brand, you are the business, and you are the service. It's you-centric. Then your business brand is your personal brand. Then your personal brand needs to have monetization attached to it. People should be, you should create a funnel where people can get to know you, a free webinar, a free engagement, a bite-sized something. Now I will add something else to it, subscriptions. The funniest thing I've heard in my life. Every other person, sir, I'm doing a subscription which is only $10 a month. Do you know how many people do not even pay LinkedIn subscription? People don't like subscription. Those $10 stack up, taking the share of wallet of about $200 to $250 a month of regular people. And when they do not receive value, 1 month later, there's a huge dropout rate. So what you do, founders do not focus on the subscription, they start focusing on getting new clients. Did you ever ask why are those people dropping out? Because you're not giving them enough value. You're not giving them fresh content. You have no strategy for customer LTV. You are same boring as you are. People don't want subscription. Be it a freemium model or any model, right? So to all of you, please invest in creating a brand. A brand is not that you can fool people around, which is, okay, here it is. I'm going to pull this thing up. So let's say sometimes people come across and they say, I've done this amazing packaging. I have invested so much money in the brand. I have invested here and there and here, right? And I'm like, okay, how much have you invested in your branding? And they're like, oh, I have invested $150,000 in the brand. And I'm like, wow. What are the number of SKUs? Two. I swear, I literally came across a founder. The only thing the founder had was t-shirts with two slogans printed on it and telling me that his business is valued at $1 million. Why? Because my slogan is so cool that people stop me walking on the street and ask me, oh, where did you get that t-shirt from? So I think everybody's going to buy my t-shirts. Really? And then I asked him, how much did you invest in it? I invest $35,000. For what? For my brand, for logo, for a Shopify website. And the slogan design and these t-shirts. And I'm like, very good. How much are you looking for? $250,000. Do you think I'm going to give you $250,000 for a damn t-shirt? No. There is a story behind it. Okay, what's your story? I got divorced and I have been a veteran and I went through this and I went through traumas in my life. And out of this, I was in the middle of Afghanistan and this vision came to me and I used this, slogan. Wow. Okay. Do you know I dream like 20 times a day? I have like 100 visions every day. Please, let's be real. Let's be practical. Do not overpay an agency. If you don't know what is the market rate going on, you're not an entrepreneur. If you choose the wrong agency, you are at fault. If you choose the wrong financial consultant or somebody ripped you apart for just doing a pitch deck and charge you $50,000 for a pitch deck, it's your damn fault. You didn't do your market research. If you invested $100,000 on a stupid packaging, which is not going to add any value in your business, and that's the only money you had, and you thought that I will just package something nicely and it's going to sell, it's your fault. Why did you invest in your pitch deck? Why didn't you get your financials right? Why didn't you hire a consultant to do your go-to-market strategy? Why didn't you work your ass off to get that sorted? Then, did you buy a database for venture capitalists? No. Did you buy a database for angel investors? No. Have you done your opening email or an email sequence to reach out to investors? No. Have you even put $5,000 on a digital marketing campaign on media budget and another $2,000 to a nice creative agency to do and manage your social media for a month? No. Have you perfected your marketing sales model? No. What is the answer? I don't have money. I've already invested so much. So many people took my money. I'm completely out. I'm only looking for investment. Okay, go look for investment. I'm not the one investing with you, and I'm not the one who's ever going to teach you anything or help you out, because I'm not an angel fallen from sky who's going to give you everything for free. I'm not going to guide you. Pay me and I will consult you. Pay me and I'll work for you. Have integrity. We do a workshop, right? And we branded the workshop. It's $2,500. It's 2 days, virtual workshop. I give my best to 12 participants in that workshop. My best. Ideation checklist, 50 points. Go-to-market strategy, how to create a brand, how to sell, how to do your marketing right, how to get your team right, how to find a co-founder, how to get your legal things sorted, how to get your financials done. I give all the templates, and then I give examples to every single of those 12 founders and tell them, this is what you should do for your business. This is what you should do for your business. This is your planning. This is your tech stack. Then I give them investment structures. Then I help them with the pitch deck. Then I handhold them for 3 months. And the answer I get from people, oh no, that's a lot of money. I don't have $2,500. I'm this, I'm that. Can you do it for $1,000? No. No, I will not do it for $1,000. If you don't have money, that's not my problem. That's your problem. Why? Why do I have this attitude? Because my first few workshops, I actually gave discount to people. I validated my process. I validated and created testimonials of hundreds of millions of dollars of valuations that my participants received. I have created success stories in the last 10 months. I have turned around the lives of 60 plus entrepreneurs. Majority of them are women. Some of them now sit at a $500 million valuation companies. After I've done it, yes, I demand my price. And if you don't value it, there's no point getting on top of it, right? You think you're going to learn from YouTube? Please go learn from YouTube. You want to learn from some freelance motivational speakers? Do that. So please, ladies and gentlemen, try to consider your business as a baby, as a child. The marriage which will produce that child is the marriage between your innovative idea and product market fit. When that marriage happens, and then you nurture it, you feed it with money, with professional support, with the right founders, with the right people, and you shape it, you tame it, and then you're careful. When you're pregnant, you don't want to trip, right? When you're pregnant, you take care of yourself. You eat healthy. You don't consume crap. Then you're becoming a founder. Be cautious for those 9 months. Focus. Put the best into it. Have regular checkups. So go to professionals, pay them the money and tell them, check my business model. Check the health of my business. Check how will happen. Get the ultrasound done over and over again, right? Have the right vitamins. Go to the right financial analyst to analyze your business plan. Get an investor on board to only help you vet your investment. Get a brand marketing agency on board and help them build the right brand. Have a chief sales officer. I fail to understand. I look at a lot of pitch decks, and there is a CFO, there's a CTO, and 2 co-founders. There's also, by the way, a CMO. One person I never see is, where is the chief sales officer? That tells me enough that these people are not sales focused. They will never sell. They will never sell. They're drama. They want my money to become famous, to test. They're not flexible people. They're not sales focused. They think throwing money. People who think that money is the only solution in the world are the most foolish people in this world. Money does not give you happiness. Money does not buy you love. Money does not buy you loyalty. Money does not buy you compassion, care. Money doesn't buy you nothing. Money doesn't make a business successful. Money alone does nothing for nobody. But when the same money is used with wisdom, with the right people, with the right support, with the right mindset, with the right strategy, with the right tactical plan, with the right discipline, with the right creative approach, with the right tactics, which is used cleverly and smartly, and you as a founder or entrepreneur knows that you're not the smartest person in the room, that money will work harder for you and will give you and turn you into a very, very successful person. This is how you create brands that sell. If you don't know how to make the money work better for you, you're not in business. The last thing, doing sales. And I want to give you some important tips here. Sales is not pushing yourself or being aggressive to sell. Sales has the following steps. You guys can note it down if you want. The first thing is attract. Attract people. Become a magnet. Have your presence. Understand how to dress up at the right place. Understand how to dress up your brand with the right packaging. Dress up. Smell good. Right? It's so funny. I'm here on this webinar today, and I have a dinner to go to, so I'm kind of dressed up. I had a meeting before as well. So when I was having this webinar, I freshed up. It's very hot here in Dubai, you know. I freshed up, and I'm still wearing, I'll show you, I'm still wearing my socks and my shoes. Okay? No, none of you guys can see it, but I'm wearing it. Okay. Why am I wearing it when you guys can just see my torso? Because I'm a professional. I'd always wear it. I'll always be the best when I have to present head to toe. It gives me the confidence. So a lot of people may not see the flyer or a leaflet inside the box. But when you open the box, they will see it. So have the right unboxing experience designed for your products or services. Go and map and chalk out your user journey for sales as well. So first thing is attract. Number two, do not try to sell to everybody. Do not go in and try to say, oh, hi, I'm a mindset coach, or I'm a digital marketing agency, or this. Oh, are you looking for some digital marketing services? People ask you, what do you do? I do digital marketing. I do softwares. I have a technology company in India. Okay, what do you do? Oh, I do the best SMS marketing. I do this, I do this, I do this. Hey, listen, stop. Stop. I don't want to know what you do. I'll ask you if I want to know what you do. Tell me who you are. The first thing is build a personalized relationship. Touch people's problems with a positive mindset, positive conditioning, positive communication, and give them a solution. Show people you're a nice guy, you're a nice girl, you're welcoming, right? You're welcoming. Just be welcoming. Have likability. How do you become welcoming? You become welcoming when you approach people and you're humble and you're like, hi, Bobby, it's great to meet you. What do you do? How are you doing today? How was your experience tonight? How's family? How are things? And Bobby's like, yeah, everything is good. And then Bobby starts saying, oh, I'm this, da, 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 da. I'm like, oh my God. Another coach trying to sell me. I'll walk away. But if Bobby turns around saying, Shafat, how's it going? What are your comments about whatever we've discussed today? And start an intellectual conversation. I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. So do the conversation first. Apply the same rule on digital marketing. Your posts, your videos should trigger a conversation, should challenge ideas, should entice people to comment, should entice people to engage. Okay? Once that is done, then you take the next step and then you listen and understand. So when you're selling, your brand needs to be understanding and your brand needs to be listening. Okay? If your customers, sometimes, most of the times, your customers won't even tell you why they don't want to do business with you anymore. And you're still thinking in your own mindset that, no, you know what? It's cool. They don't have the money to do business anymore. 2 months later, you find out they've signed up somebody else for a similar service. They'll still be your friends. They will never tell you why they don't want to do business with you anymore. You know why? Because you failed in your service. You did not over-deliver. You didn't have a strategy to upsell or cross-sell. Right? You over-promised and under-delivered. you are not the best service provider they want to deal with. You delay things, or you have a bad communication, or bad customer service, or bad account management, or you are out of discipline, or you don't have the right etiquettes, or you're too overpowering, or you're too salesy, or you're too pushy, or you're just too negative, or you post content which is negative. Remember one thing, you could be either of the two. Please take a note of this. Either you could be this advocate to become Nelson Mandela, or a political whatever, or a peacekeeper, and keep talking about men's rights and women's rights and fairness and equitable and inclusiveness, right? And just challenge everything in the world, right? And be that person who's like, oh, I made it, and me this and me that, and I'm very powerful, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. You actually brought down your credibility and likability by like 100 times. And I'll tell you why. The women around you, number one, will be jealous from you. Okay? They will not support you. You might be doing everything which is right. They might show that they support you. They will show up everywhere where you invite them to, because they're looking for their own networking. But deep down, they're jealous from you. And the other men around you are going to be like, this woman, I don't want to hire. I don't want to do business with, because she's too much of a feminist. She's not business focused. She always has this thing that everything bad happened to her, and everything bad has happened to women. She's just negative. Same is true with men. Men who keeps on saying everything is wrong with the black community in the world, or everything is wrong with, white community in the world, or every man is being treated ill by the woman, or are disrespected by women, or men are this or men are that. I don't want to do business with that guy. I don't want to do business with somebody who always has an excuse that because I'm brown or black or this, so I was not given an entrance to the door. I don't want to do business with this guy. I don't want to do business with a guy who's talking about politics and talking about these rights and those rights. Business is business. So either you choose to become that and become a philanthropist, or choose to become an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur has nothing to do, absolutely nothing to do with religion, faith, politics, these rights or those rights, none of that. You will be never able to sell anything in your life. So focus on business only. Focus on two things: branding, marketing, advertising, one thing; sales, sales, sales. Third thing, customer service excellence. Service excellence, service excellence, service excellence. Fifth thing, be understanding and listen and adopt, pivot, change, evolve, progress. Okay? Freshen up your offer. Show up. People say show up. It doesn't mean you have to show up at every networking event. It means your brand has to show up in front of the right audiences, digitally and otherwise, where the eyeballs are. That means show up. Your brand has to show up in front of the customers. But showing up alone does not execute a sale. When you show up, you need to have the right anchor, the right hook to get that customer, engage them into a conversation, create their interest, build a desire, and then you need to have a conversion strategy, a closing strategy to close the deal. If you don't know how to close the deal, you'll never be able to sell. And similarly, if you don't have a lead generation strategy, you're never going to sell. If you don't have the money to put $500 in Google AdWords, you should not be in business. If you don't have the money to put $1,000, $1,500 on your ad campaign on Instagram to push your course or to push your product out, you should not be in business. And if you have not budgeted for it and telling someone you're broke, You are the most foolish entrepreneur I've met because you spent money on packaging, branding, pitch deck, financials, paying 700 dirhams to go and fly or 2,000 dirhams to go and fly to one of these incubators, accelerators, burning your fuel, buying 30 dirhams of coffee, blah, 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 showing a lifestyle, wearing the nice suits, carrying a Gucci or whatnot. But you're carrying a Gucci and you turn around telling me you don't have $2,000 to spend on your media campaign? Go bloody hell sell your Gucci. You're not the businessman or businesswoman I would like to invest with. Because you do not value marketing and sales, which is the lifeline of the health of your business. And if you think that you're the smartest person who can do the branding, who can do the best hiring, who can do the interviews, who can do the best sales, who can do the best customer services, who can do the best financial strategy, who can do the whole business plan, who can come up with the best content, who can come up with the best technology architecture, who can work with the programmers. You're the only one who knows it, and you can do it all by yourself. Well, you are not from planet Earth. You know, you're some super alien. And when you try to do everything, you will mess up everything. So hire people, hire the right agencies. And because I've been asked to wrap up, and it's been 60 minutes, so to wrap it all up, the crux of today's conversation is invest wisely in your brands, in your companies, in whatever you do in life. And if you think you don't have enough money, please save more money. Do a 9-to-5 job and save more money. Change your lifestyle. Have ample capital and work the capital out and figure out, this is what I'm budgeting for product development. This is what I'm budgeting for my consulting firm. Don't get mentors and these stupid board of advisors, okay? They don't give you nothing. All bullshit mentors. They've never achieved anything in their life, okay? Stop this drama. These coaches who are teaching you, 99% of them haven't even sold a dime in their life. All they're selling is their coaching services. Even at that, they do a bad job, right? Otherwise, they would not be pushing you selling. The second thing, I don't have time. They mark their Calendly deliberately to show that you will find a meeting with them 4 weeks later. Bullshit. They're fakes. Don't become a prey to these predators out there, right? Find professional company, professional lawyer, professional business consultant, professional CFO, professional brand marketing agency, communications agency, a professional partner, somebody who's focused and who only talks business with you. Period. They will give you a time, 60 minutes, 45 minutes, we're going to meet. Agenda, 1, 2, 3, 4. Deliveries, this. Contract, this. They do the follow-up. They work with you. They deliver on your commitments. Okay? Be professional. Have the budget done. Okay? Have a plan B, plan C. I've listened to some crap on social media saying, oh, if you have a plan B, that means you don't even have a plan. Your plan A should be the only plan. If you want to win and be successful, your plan A should be the only plan. Crap. You need plan B, plan C, plan D. You need to have strategies that if you fall, if the market condition changes, if the customer changes, if competition comes up, you need to have a plan B. A motivational speaker will only tell you crap. This is why he's still a motivational speaker. He's not Steve Jobs. This is why he has never created a factory or a dime or a product and does not employ even 5 people in his company. He's the only person. This is why he's alone. So go with serious people. Look at the team. Connect with the team. Talk to the team. Execute things. Believe in what they say. Believe in the professional. Don't come back say, oh, I don't like this design. I don't want it that way. I don't want it that way. It's not about what you want. It's about what your customer wants. And the people you have paid for, they know their shit. So trust them. Trust them with the design. Trust them with their content. Trust them with their strategy. Stop comparing yourself with your brother or sister or uncle or aunt or neighbor or best friend who has become successful by doing something. You are you, your brand is your you, and somebody else's brand is their you, okay? If you're trying to copy someone, then where is your differentiation? Do not be part of anybody's race. Do not push yourself and benchmark yourself against someone. You are you, your brand is you, have your own competitive edge, have your own brand story, have your own offering, have your own value proposition, and then go and hit the market. Wake up 7 in the morning, crush the market, schedule your day. Get rid of stupid meetings in your schedule. Get rid of crappy networking events in your schedule. Before you go, do maths. I'm gonna go 30 minutes in and out, 1 hour or 2 hours of networking event. What do I want to get out of it? How much money I'm gonna make? What I'm going to offer them? How many customers I can get? How many partners I can get? Don't just show up for the sake of showing up. So value yourself, value your time, and that is how you'll be able to create brands that sell, brands that resonate, brands that have a demand, and you yourself will ultimately have enough achievements and success that then once you do your personal branding, people will be like, oh my God. Right? So this is where we are. I just want to wrap it up, give you some quick tips, quick things. I've spoken with a lot of passion today because of whatever has happened with me over the last 2-3 weeks. And it hurts me. It hurts me deeply when I find people, men and women, who have wasted money just because they don't accept guidance. They do not value guidance. They do not value experience. So if you want to deal with me or Amna, or a lot of other experts over here, reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you. And we have a business that runs, So we have created processes and businesses and teams who will help you build your brand, give you the right strategy, consult you, give it to you as black, white as white, give you a 360-degree modeling, and handhold you to help you grow, to help your business grow, right? We are not in the business where I want to make you successful. As I said, we're not into coaching, etc. But we are definitely in the business where we turn businesses around and make businesses successful, right? And many a times, because I'm an investor, I run a VC firm. So many a times, just to make the business successful, I've actually gotten rid of some founders and CEOs and got a professional CEO to run the business because I'm more concerned about the business well-being than the founder's well-being. Because we engage at a business level. We don't engage at a personal level. Yes, we are very friendly. We take care of your health. We love the founders we work with if they're willing to change, if they're willing to commit, and if they value themselves, their time, and their business. And if there's a relationship of mutual respect. I don't argue with my lawyers all the time. I sit with them, I tell them, just tell me the logic, give me options, and then I just decide based on the best option, take 2 more advices, and then I take a decision like, okay, go ahead. This is how you work with agencies. This is how you work with consultants. Use your brain, be smart about it, have the right budgets in place, and please invest in yourself with the right people. Do not fall for every advertising campaign out there to pay $10,000 for some crap stuff over there and over here. Budget it, be good, be wise. Pay the people up front. I have a lot of clients who pay us 100% upfront, and then because they trust us, and we are 13-14 years in business. So I'll leave it here. I'm more than happy to answer your question. And Amna, I don't know how it went on LinkedIn or Zoom. So back to Amna and William. So let's open up the floor, open up the questions. As much as Amna hates me for being so passionate and sometimes being so straightforward and give it without sugarcoating, and William also sometimes dislikes me for that, But sorry, guys, I feel for you, and I want to give it to you black as black, white as white. But frankly speaking, with my heart, I love you all. And I really love you all for taking out the time and being here. I'm truly grateful. Without you, it would not have been possible. Back to you guys.
Excellent. So, Miss Amna, what do you want to do here?